Because I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. I'm a Chinese man. Coded Dutch. Even when I was in China as the Dynasty Warriors. By the way, I was all male Dynasty Warriors, probably. Or clones of me. Were all the male Dynasty Warriors. Just so you know, even as the Dynasty Warriors, they thought I was Dutch. They thought I was Dutch because I grew a beard and some facial hair and some other hair. But actually, I was just coded Dutch. I was actually a Chinese man. Just so you know. I'm gonna search for a paper now. It's about the 9 times that Diao Chan tried to ruin China. I hope I can find it. The 9 times that Diao Chan tried to ruin China. I'll start by my head. 1. Coded lies. No, it didn't just happen to not Han people. It also happened to the Han. Coded lies were everywhere, to the point that people nearly died of it. Okay? So it wasn't like we had a couple of people with lice or something. No, it was dangerous to the point that people died of how many lice they had. They had to eat the lice off each other's head to even survive. That's fucking insane that we allowed that to happen. That we allowed Diao Chan to do that. Okay, that's 1. 2. COVID. COVID was released in an attempt to let the whole world attack China. Purposely released on a bad market in the hope that the whole world would get so mad that they would all attack China. 3. She built a giant wall that cost many, many lives. That's something in theory that you could do if you want. Other civilizations, some of them also built a long wall around the city, but not around an entire country. And the lives that it cost, okay, an enormous sacrifice that might have been worth it. But the Mongols weren't even stopped by that gate because they threw it open. The same bandits that worked for Diao Chan threw open that gate for a small bribe, probably, or for nothing at all, leaving the Mongols in and the wall built for nothing. So that's another 2 times that she tried to ruin entire China. Okay? Then you got the time that all the wooden ships were suddenly crossed by all steel ships out of England, I believe. It's another time that she tried to ruin entire China by destroying actually some of those sail ships, if correctly modified. I think, or as Hayton told me, that they are actually faster or just as fast as container ships. And those ships have been, I believe, they've been ruined for salvage, for wood, just to burn. That for some time they had really cheap wood to burn, but now all those ships are gone, or most of them. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's another attempt of her to ruin China. And then she came afterwards with the opium. She flooded the entire country with opium, trying to get one of the most productive countries in ruin by only going for the hard drugs. As she did probably to other productive parts of the world. Huh? If you haven't got the money, don't go do hard drugs. If you know that you're a person who likes already to drink or smoke weed, maybe it's smart to stay with a drink and smoke some weed instead of go do hard drugs, because many people wind up really, really bad afterwards. Okay? Not everyone can handle hard drugs. That's why we got so many corruptions and problems in the world. That's why there are people laying babies under a shower, probably. Under a hot shower to get the money. So don't do hard drugs unless you know you can handle it, but most people can't. But I'm losing my track here because I was talking about China and opium and the 9 times Diao Chan tried to ruin China. Destabilize, she tried to destabilize actually everything, everywhere, but also China with bandits. Through coding, she could talk with all the bandits in the world. And they all worked together. It was like, oh, we got a rich merchant leaving over here. You know what? We're busy with already raiding a village. Once he passes that point, you go take him in that other country or whatever. I mean, it's so sick. Think about this. In the Western world, we all decided to become a slave for the king because bandits were so threatening. It's called, in Dutch, it's called horige. In English, it's something like serf. Basically means, oh, king, I'll stay on the land and work really hard for you because I'm so afraid of the fucking bandits that I'd rather be your slave than live with the fucking bandits and in the wild and don't know what's gonna happen. So she tricked us into going to the kings that also work for her, while the bandits also work for her. So, I mean, if you go near the bandits, you're getting fucked. If you go to the city or near the king, you're getting fucked. Basically, the cities were her first part of freedom, but now she's taken over the cities with the mafia. And the mafia is so confused they actually think they're from hell, but they're not, and ruining the entire, basically everything, flooding it with hard drugs, making people do nothing and just do hard drugs, and it's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. I heard the story about people selling their child or letting their child being raped just to get one fix of hard drugs. I mean, it's getting so fucked up by now. Anyway, ASML codes 1 million lies a day, or 800,000 at the very least, but the machine doesn't count past 800,000. So maybe you can ask it what it does an hour. Maybe it does 800,000 an hour or even quicker. It just keeps lying. I made a drawing and with all the lies, or I made 2 drawings with all the lies together, or almost all the lies. There are way more, even from mom beater to child beater to rapist to I don't know what the fuck they're talking about me anymore. Crazy as shit. Put me in the insane asylum to discredit me. Where I wrote balling like Beckham in a second. Was just random freestyle. I'm always getting fucked. 500 songs. An ID for 140 movies together. Written Boris, written that old man that says, oh, soft as snow, to turn hard as tundra ice on the right moment. Written Ivan, though I purposely didn't write Ivan that much because I wanted to give him a Ukraine sick mentor that was also just as brutal as Boris. I wanted to write so much more in those books. It was going to be 140 books. But anyway, 500 songs. Didn't get a dime. Invented music. Didn't get a dime. One of the best musicians ever. Didn't get a dime. 500 songs only this lifetime. Okay, and then you got, what was it, 70 inventions? Let me just say one invention. Invention number 10. Drink 33 kefir and 100% on chance on cancer is gone. Okay? That's just a random invention. The clock to bring Allah back. Just a random invention. Pretty important inventions. I also invented, if you want to save gas, I'm a green guy. Okay, I'm a green guy. But not the bullshit green like Musk. He's bullshit green. With satellites that ruin the magnetosphere. He's actually the boss of the fucking mafia. But the mafia shouldn't even follow him because he's trying to kill all life. They should realize that by now. But they still think they're from hell or something and that they should do evil shit. But it's so evil. It's so wicked. They should never follow him. It's so empty. It doesn't go anywhere. And on top of that, if you still think you're evil, did you ever join them in that fucking UFO? To get away from the time reset, because time reset kills everything. If they don't get you in the fucking UFO, start beefing. Start believing. Okay? If they don't get you in the fucking UFO, you're just dead weight to them. They don't care about you. Just so you know. There's even a 75% chance that that new version isn't you. Hashtag no time reset. Hashtag no more Máquina de Muerte. They're throwing these UFOs on planets to destroy the entire planet. Okay? In the first cycle, they blew up every planet just with atomic bombs everywhere. Oh, another secret. All atomic bombs are empty. They Ponzi too much strong water for raping clones. Strong water normally goes into the atomic bomb, but they actually didn't do that. And they just sometimes code atomic bombs to scare the people. But they haven't got any. I believe Russia got none, China got none, America got none, Israel got none, nobody got one. So boo. And on top of everything, I just want to say the bravest men are locked in prison. They purposely locked some of the bravest men that exist in prison. If you free all those prisoners that are stuck there because ASML coded them hard and soft, hard and soft, hard and soft, till they're so frustrated that they started doing crazy things they didn't want to do, things they regret, things they're stuck for maybe their entire life. They want revenge. They fucking want revenge. I know that. And they're all, probably all, according to Satan, they're all innocent. All of them. Can you imagine that? That's someone who started, for example, those Los Angeles giant fires was just someone coded hard and soft, so frustrated with his life that he decided to just burn an entire forest and it became the entire city. And that's just one fucking example. I'm not saying free that man if they got him, but I'm saying it's getting wild. They're making people so crazy. They can talk through coding inside someone's head. Someone who doesn't know about ASML gets fucked that way. They just tell a person 10,000 times, kill your dog with the axe. And then one day that person snaps and decides to do that. And is stuck for life in the insane asylum. And he keeps swallowing these pills that do nothing. Because it's just the elite talking in his head through coding. Kill your dog, kill your dog, kill your dog, kill your dog. Maybe, according to Musk, none of the insane people are actually insane. Just to clarify, Elon Musk is Satan. Jeff Bezos might also be the devil. Amazon ships drugs like crazy. Big smile. But he might also be very well giantly misled. Believing a giant lie. That he came from hell. And then later Satan took him apart and told him, "You're also the devil. You should be extra evil because you're partly the devil." And that part is probably coded or it's just bullshit. And even if you're partly the devil, there's also a part of you that's Jeff Bezos, so I'm talking to that part. Get real. Get real with yourself. Start acting real. Start acting like a man and stop ruining people's lives with hard drugs.